Hello everybody and welcome back to Astroneer with your friend Kuros Paladin. Thank you for joining me today, and today what we're going to do is take care of a couple of the outstanding missions that are still in my little guy's mission log. Specifically, we're going to do Echoes of the Past, and we're going to start, we're going to do There's Something Out There. Just to let you know, whoa, that sun is bright back there. Just to let you know, for the past 2 hours, that's right, 2 hours, I've been doing a lot of work, and I'm loading up the shuttle here to get prepared to start unlocking cores of each of the other planets. Silva has already been unlocked, but the other 6 I haven't. So I have all the raw resources or materials needed to get 3 triptychs at each of them. I already know what's needed, so I don't, I just loaded it up and got them there. I also have 8 RTGs packaged and a storage silo and a rover. What I do not have on there, because I don't have space, is a rover seat, and I do not have a paver, and I do not have a drill. Those 2 I'm going to have to still do. But for this episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the easy thing to start with, and that is we're going to knock out There's Something Out There, and we're just going to go investigate that satellite. So, finally, after how long, I'm actually going to go to this thing. I think there's been 2 major updates, and I'm finally getting around to it, so... Oh, yeah, I was getting a little bit, personally I was getting a little bit like, this is feeling like a chore, because all I was doing is, okay, I gotta go get the materials for nanocarbon alloy. It really was starting to feel like a chore. Okay, I've run into this bug before where I can't exit. I just have to wait for a few moments. There we go, okay. Yay, there's something out there. And I get a whole 2,500 beats. Yeah, beats? Blech. Bytes. Oh, wow, okay. So I did bring, also, hey, I have forward thinking, the geometric triptych from Silva. Because I had 2 of them sitting there, one as a trophy, and one specifically to bring to here. So Silva is the 3 circles. There it is right there. Let's go ahead. Boom. Okay, and when they say activate, I guess they do mean all 7 of these then. Okay. By the way, finishing this particular one... no, I do not need to finish this one. Because I already have them, don't I? Do I have... Yeah, I got Eva. I don't know where she's at. For now, there it is. Yeah, okay. So, the Eva mission, it requires quite a bit. Somebody was asking in the comments, how do you unlock the first mission in that chain for the Awakening update? And you have to do composite refining, I think it is, or composite something like that, where you craft a nanocarbon alloy. Boom. You have to finish all the Rails update. You have to get all the way to the point where you read Innes's very last log entry on the Silva Logistics Depot. And the other one that you have to do is the Galastropods. You have to slot all the Galastropods on the Xenobiology lab and have them all sing to you all together now, and there might be one more mission after that you have to do, or anyhow you have to finish those 3 things in order to get the Awakening update, the Awakening missions. So if you're not seeing it, you got a lot of work ahead of you, particularly that Rails update. That Rails update is Yeah, or, you know, the Rails mission, getting through all of that is a lot, as those of you who watched saw through this. So, I've unlocked that one and finished the first one. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to good old Silva, and I've got some carbon that I was refining from organic. As I took off, you didn't see it, but it was back there. So I can do some steel for probe scanners. Now, you may have also noticed I haven't quite relocated yet, but I'm starting to use the orange industrial base a lot more. There's the green one that I just built to. I believe this purple is another one. In fact, sometimes you can even see them from orbit. Yeah, but I don't have anything to it yet. And then the orange industrial is right over here behind that mountain. It's a little difficult. The mountain is in the way. There we go. So this episode is a little bit rushed because, as I said, I was working for 2 hours on the getting prepared to this point, and I was getting a little bit frustrated. I love the game, I do, but that part was starting to feel like a chore, and when a game starts to feel like a chore, it's like maybe it's not enjoyable anymore. But it was just that part that was not enjoyable, as it were. Oh, and I'm messing everything up here. Okay, so I need I want that argon to go over there. There we go. Oh, and the other thing I did in those 2 hours, I also have atmospheric condensers chugging away on Atrox for methane, and over on Calidor for sulfur. In fact, those are probably both full by this point. But anyhow, I want to finish this part. So, steel to get a probe scanner. I'm just going to do one for the time being. So, we're going to grab a iron, we're going to grab a carbon, we're going to grab argon, which, yep, I was just fooling around with earlier. We're going to set this up to do steel. There we go. Alright, we're going to set you to suck, not blow. Thank you. Megamate, or whatever that was from Spaceballs. And just a thing, if you didn't know this, if you're a huge Mel Brooks fan, History of the World Part 2 is going to happen. He actually put out an announcement. I think they're in post-production right now, but it is a direct-to-streaming, and I forgot what streaming service, but if you've enjoyed History of the World Part 1, finally, History of the World Part 2 is going to be coming up, and I'm really looking forward to that. At least I really hope it was not a joke. It didn't come out on, April Fool's, so I'm really hoping it wasn't a joke, because there was the joke about Spaceballs 2, but regardless, let's get back to, we want to craft a probe scanner. So the first thing I gotta do is, do I even have the probe scanner unlocked? So where is the probe? There it is. Okay, so I do have it unlocked. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna print one. If I, Dax's head is right over my left hand at the moment, so she's butting her head against my hand, making it difficult to use the keyboard. Probe scanner. And she's still doing it. Alright, echoes of the past. And I think that unlocks, unlock and print a probe scanner. Okay, I did that. Oh, I have to do that at a landing pad. Okay. Chasing signals. So, find vintage probe and attach probe scanner. Alright. So, do I have here a buggy? I don't have a buggy here. I need to get a buggy over here. But we're going to take the train. We're going to take advantage of mass transit to get from point A to point B. Ever since while we're on this little trip here, and I'll probably take too long, ever since I was at Epcot back in January 5th this year, I've been thinking a lot about like Horizons. If any of you remember Horizons, oh my gosh, I really do miss Horizons. Yes, it was dated, but it was really cool. And I was thinking about how it would be neat if you remember the Omni Movers to take the three-person large rover seat and put them sideways on these, because if I remember correctly, the Omnimover cars were 3 people, and set up something that's similar to Horizons and have the train go past it. Try to recreate those two 900, was it 900? No, 900 is way too tall. 90, yeah, 90-foot tall screens. Before IMAX was a thing, if I remember correctly. But anyhow, it was something I was thinking of, but I don't have the skill to create something like that, unfortunately. Okay, here's our buggy. Let's go ahead. We're going to take our oxygen tank off of there, put that up there, and we're not too far away. Let's go ahead and see which direction we got to go. Looks like we got to go 1, 2... So it's going to be right in between those. So 1, 2, so we got to go, of course, right through that mountain. I really hope I hadn't done this already. Oh. You know what? I'm going to make one quick stop. Do I have any quartz here? If I have quartz here, then I don't have to go all the way back. Sadly, no quartz. Okay. I'm going to get a beacon, because I would like to put a beacon down wherever this thing is. Because you can't move them anymore. I'm a little disappointed. I'm glad in a couple of my old saves I moved them back to the base. For whatever reason, you cannot attach the winch to them anymore, so you cannot move the probes anymore. So I'm going to mark where it's at. So I should have been thinking, but of course thinking, that's really asking a lot of me to think. So, yeah, I need a sun visor. I'm driving right into the sun. It's almost like I'll crash into something. Okay. Quartz. I know there's plenty of quartz here, because there's one sitting right there. In fact, that's another thing that's going on right now is I'm harvesting quartz again down below. Because why not? Might as well fill up on glass. Hey, the quartz deposit is down there. I have 400 quartz, so it just goes on to the smelters here and then fills up that. So I'm at 100 glass. When I get a little bit more, I'll stop it. But for right now, I'm going to keep it going. Alright, I need to redo this. So 1, 2, so it looks like it's right about here. Looks like I got to go about that. Oh, now I've got 3. So 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be that middle one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So pretty much right that direction. So let's go ahead and head out that way. And oh, I was saying earlier, the reason this episode is a little rushed, is it's also really early in the morning. I'm a little tired, I want to get some sleep. So I thought, what can I actually do? Because I realized, oh my gosh, it's Monday night and I have to have, I try to keep a regular schedule. Alright, is it going to be in this mountain? Because it's always in a mountain. On Silva, it's always in the mountainous biome. So let's go ahead, we're going to get out of that little rover. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be pretty much over here. So I got to go around. Because buggies don't go very well on mountains. It could be up here. But we can always triangulate by I just come over here and I set it off again, and if it's pointing at that peak, then I know it's up there. Alright. Nope, it is not. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so it's gonna be over here somewhere. Can I get there? Ah! Need to build a road through here. Alright. I suspect it is on that peak over here, though. But I can't get past all this resin. What's the reason, resin? What's your clearance? No, what's your vector, Victor? Dump. I do like how the buggy just does that. The air time that you can get off the buggy at times. Alright. I'd like to get this a little bit close just so I have some oxygen nearby. Taking them down the hill is not as difficult as getting them up the hill. Whoa, okay. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's like probably right on the other side of this mountain. Yep, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to go attach this probe and then run back so my little guy doesn't suffocate. You got some bounce vines there. Alright, probe scanner. Nice knowing ya. The Kepler Space Telescope. New mission. Things to remember. The Einstein-Rosen Bridge. Hey, buddy, take a photo. How does he get it to me? That's what I want to know. Is it like interdimensional Twitter or something like that? Instagram? Something? Little. I know it's an anniversary hat, but it kind of looks like a dunce cap. I don't know if that's politically correct anymore, because everything is like not politically correct, but... Alright, the rover, where are you at? Oh rover, where are you? There you are. Alright, so we've done that. So, like I said, it was either going to be a really quick episode. Well, it was going to be a really quick episode because I was really hoping to find this relatively quickly. And before I leave, but I have a claw digging into the back of my index finger knuckle at the moment. Let's do this because it would be nice to remember where this is. I don't know why. There's really little reason to come back to it. But we shall put it down, and I'm going to make it... I usually do beacon... sorry. These as yellow. That's just me. Alright. So let's head back to the base. And I can prep for the rest of the probes, because what I can do is I can kind of do a twofer. While I'm on each of the planets, I can power... I'm only going to power one gateway chamber on the surface, and then head towards the center using the drill and the paver. So just keep going down, and then I can also, while on each planet, locate its probe scanner, which will probably take longer, but with the drill and the paver, moving around the planet shouldn't be too difficult. And if I happen to go past gateway chambers while doing so, I can unlock them because I can carry the massive tower of power with me. So, other things that I was thinking of. Coming up soon, I plan to do a, not quite a tutorial, but a informational series on Astroneer. What I want to do is I want to go over every item in the game, every resource in the game, every, basically go through them each. Pros of the game don't care. They know it all. But maybe you haven't, used a, I don't know, a specific item like the power switch or the battery sensor or whatever, and you don't know how it works, and you'd like to know. It'll be a little lengthy, each one of them, because there are a lot of items. I put a lot of time into this game. I've already started writing a script, and just the list of items and what their cost is already turned into around 500 lines or something of text. So a lot that is in there. But let me know what you think in the comments. I want to just do something that's informative. I haven't seen anything that does that actually showcases each of the items, tells you what they cost, what they do, how they're printed, the byte cost, blah blah blah. Sorry if you hear my clock in the background, but that's something that I'm just thinking about doing. It would be for every item in the printers. So starting with the small printer to the medium printer starting with the backpack printer, small printer, medium printer, large printer, every single darn resource. So there are a lot of them, and the recipe, what recipes are used in, so on and so forth. And maybe even go over like the planets very briefly, but something like that is what I'm planning to do. It's going to take me a little while to get there. Another thing that I would like to let all of you know, I'm so grateful for all the viewers. I'm so grateful for all my subscribers. If you do like what you see, hit the like button down below. And if you enjoy the content, let me know in the comments. But as I was saying, I appreciate it all, but I might need to take a break for a week or two. I've been cast in another show, so I will need to concentrate on memorizing lines. Now, longtime viewers, you know my memory is going. So one of the things that helps is memorizing lines, but it takes me a lot longer to do so, and it helps if I don't focus on other things while doing so. There's only 6 people in the play, and I have a great deal of dialogue in this play. It's called Sex Please We're 60. It's a comedy. The character I play is Bud, or Bud the Stud. He's like kind of the woman's man. He's kind of a, I don't want to say womanizer, but it's going to be interesting for me because it is a uncomfortable role for me, and part of acting is getting out of your comfort zone. In general, I'm not that kind of a person in real life, but we'll see how I can portray somebody like that. If you happen to be in the Clarkston area of Michigan, that is southeast Michigan, near Detroit, and you are interested, it is the first 3 weekends of May at the Clarkston Village Players in Clarkston at the Depot Theater. If I don't know any of you are in the area, but certainly go visit clarkstonvillageplayers.org. Tickets are finally available online. After so many years, we have online ordering. And hey, if you see me there, after the show, we come out into the lobby. We meet our audiences after every performance, so we can talk to them. If you happen to be watching my videos, awesome. Say, hey, I've watched your videos and they suck. So, but anyhow, I've been going on long enough, and it is early in the morning. I want to get some sleep, folks. I also have my another thing to let you know. I've been talking to some folks about the community idea that I want to do. I have interest. They have come back saying, you were interested, but we want to know a little more. I'm not going to name names, but uh, I'm hoping they say yes. Um, and we might actually have a series with a new save where we start with a base, we all work together to kind of unlock whatever we can all the way up to RTGs, and then we kind of just build out on the planet whatever we want and be creative. Not creative mode, still adventure mode, but have fun with it. And with Rails, it makes it a lot easier because now you can literally connect these communities or whatever these areas, these bases together. I think it's a great idea. I got some interest from a couple of other people. If you do watch my videos still, I think you know who you are that I talk to, and I am very hopeful because I really love this game. As you know, I love this game, and a multiplayer aspect of it, doing something like that would be a lot of fun, I think. And we can also do silly things while we're, building. So it's not like we're all serious. We have to speed run to get to that. No, it's going to be having fun. 3 or 4 people having a lot of fun playing Astroneer. So enough about that. That's way in the future, probably a month or 2 off. But there may be a couple of missed episodes in the near future because I do have to concentrate on memorizing these lines. My director, I love her, I do. She is an awesome person, an awesome actress, an awesome director, but she's a little demanding. She wants us off book by our first rehearsal. This is community theater. Professional theater, that's expected. Community theater, usually on book until about 3 weeks, 4 weeks before you open. But anyhow, so I've got to get this script memorized really darn fast. Everybody, I've gone on long enough about that. I hope you enjoy this series. There's a lot of stuff that's potentially coming up, and I really want to make it work. So, let me know what you think in the comments below. If we do a community idea, 2 things. 1, if you want to try it out, you want to join us in game, let me know. I do have a Discord channel, Kuros Paladin, 2 words. Just look for it. The icon is my City of Heroes Power Paladin character. Yeah, you don't know what he looks like, but it's the yellow-black outfit. In case there happens to be another Kuros Paladin. I do have a Discord channel. So head on over, or at least send me a notice, again, on Discord, Kuros Paladin. Say, hey, would like to join your server and talk to you about Astroneer. Because 2 things, if you'd like to join me, excellent. The more the merrier, and I'd like to talk to whoever it is first. And second, if you have ideas for this community game, let me know in the comments below, especially if you have ideas and you want to join us, because I want creative people. I want creative people in this, and the 2 I'm talking to right now are very creative, and in fact, I think they'll be more interesting than me, to be honest. So, okay, I've said it twice already, 3 times the charm. This is it. It is way too early in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, I will see all of you in the next episode of Astroneer. Take care and bye.